Hi everyone, it's Tammy with the Frou-frou Studio and welcome back. I think we are on now week 4 or part 4 of No Digitals Allowed. And I appreciate your comments regarding this little series I'm doing. It seems like you are enjoying it, and I am too, actually. It's quite challenging, but I like a good challenge every once in a while, and it kind of gets you out of the rut of doing the same thing over and over. So, if you're playing along, basically all it is that you make something, and you can't use any digitals. You can use book pages, images you have from books, any kind of ephemera that you've picked up along the way. You can use your stamps, you can use inks, paints, whatever. Really, the only rule is nothing that is digital. So today I'm going to be making a piece of ephemera for the apothecary journal that I'm working on. And it does have digitals in it, for sure. It has a beautiful digital kit in it. But it also has some vintage book pages and some other things in it as well. So I think that I can incorporate a piece that does not have any digitals and it work really well in this journal. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to set that out of my way. And so the first thing that I did was kind of go through some of the pieces that I have pulled out for this journal. And one of the things that I had pulled out was this vintage hair renewer advertising card. And it's supposed to be make your hair grow. And it's Hall's Vegetable Sicilian Hair Renewer. So that was my starting point. And so it got me down this whole line of hair and all that kind of stuff. And so I was looking for an image. This is a tea bag. And it's one of the kinds that you can fill up yourself. And I got these on Amazon, I believe. But they make really good pockets. And they're interesting because they're tea bag material. They are quite strong. But they're not all stained up from the tea. So you have control over how much you want to age these or not age these. And so from there, I went to kinds of tea, and I found this image of a sassafras tree in one of my nature books. And so I'm going to make a tag or a journaling card or something out of this picture to go down in this bag. And then I also tore out the part that tells about the sassafras tree that they also call the tonic tree. And it talks about all the, things that it's supposed to be good for or whatever. So I kept that, and then I printed the word sassafras on my Dymo label printer because I need that for what I'm planning. Alright, so there's all that idea. So then I started pulling some book page so that I could put my idea together, and some papers. And this is the book that I pulled the tree from. It's a big kind of atlas. Oh, right there it says Hammond's Nature Atlas of America. And it's from the early 1950s. I want to say it's like 1952. So, and the sassafras tree was down here, and I just tore it off. So that's where that came from. And then I have some just interesting book pages. I have some onion paper here because it makes a nice sound in your journal. And I'm not going to use this. I was going to use the wild garlic on the inside. That was my first choice. And then I found the tea, or the sassafras tree. So I'm going to use it instead. But this one's called some kind of nature diary or something, and it's got some really cool illustrations in it. So I'm going to put those aside. Alright, so my idea is I've also got some music paper here. I've got some Sir Walter Scott, and I've got, this is from a physician's desk reference. I've got 2 of those. They're huge. But I thought this blue would look nice with the blue in her dress. And then I have this piece of lace I'm going to use because I thought this mimicked the lace on her dress as well. Okay. And then I have a piece of file holder to reinforce where needed. So, the first thing I think that I want to do, I want to make this kind of a multi-layer pocket kind of deal. So, the first thing I need to do is reinforce this music paper, and I want this underneath it to give it another layer plus the crinkles. But I don't want it to be this thick, I don't think, because I'm going to have several layers, so I don't want cardstock. So let's see if I have something else, like just a piece of tea-dyed paper, or is this one big enough? Yep. Okay. So, I want to glue the onion skin to this. Excuse me as I talk my way through it because I don't have a complete plan. So, I'm going to be thinking as I'm doing. Oops. That may be dangerous. It usually is. Oh, my glue is goopy. It's warmer today, so I don't know if it's warm, saying, hey, it's warm. I'm going to get all yucky. Alright, so let's put this kind of evenly on here. I don't care if it's totally even. Alright, now I think the next thing that I want to do is put this lace on. Alright, let me think about this a minute. Okay, so if I do this, I want my lace or do I want this blue piece on the bottom? Let's turn it this way. No. Okay, so I think I want my lace under here. So let's put the lace next. Sorry for the waffling. I just want to make sure I do it in the right order before I glue everything together. Okay, now I want to put this coffee dye paper on here. Okay, and that doesn't have to be perfect, it's just to reinforce what we're doing, but I am going to use Fabri-Tac across the lace part. Actually, I'll just use it all the way around since I already have it open. Alright, so that should be sturdy enough now that we can create a pocket here. Okay, so for the next layer, I want the blue just some of the blue down at the bottom. Oops, didn't hold it down good enough. And I want this part that says the D, because it says dandruff and decongestants and stuff like that. So that kind of goes with our what we're doing. So that's going to go there. I thought I put that on the wrong side there for a minute. Okay, so the next pocket is going to be with this book page. And it'll be here, so we need to reinforce this page. And I've got a couple of pieces of that same book. Okay, so we'll glue all these together. I've got 3 all together because it's pretty fragile, but I think that'll give it enough strength. And it doesn't have anything to do with apothecary or anything else. It's a short story by Sir Walter Scott, but the print's real small and I like the color of the paper, so that's why I picked this. Tear this. Get that gloopy glue off there. And again, this is just to reinforce my pocket. Okay, so now this is that pocket. And I want to take my tea bag and wrap over the top. Nope, not this one. I'm wrong. This one just goes down on here. This one is sturdy enough on its own, I believe. And so this one is going to go here with the tea bag wrapped around the top. like this. Yep, and then my card's gonna go on here, and then sassafras. It's gonna go right here. Yep. Okay, so let's ink this one and glue it down. Cut that off. Yeah, because I'm going to put this washi tape if I can find the end of it. Here we go. Right there. Scoot that down just a little bit and glue this on. Okay, so now we have a pocket or a belly band right there because I just glued the top and the bottom. I didn't glue this side. So you can do it either way. Alright, so the next piece is our sassafras tree article here, or description. And like I said, I think it's going to be sturdy enough on its own. And then that's going to have the tea bag. Alright, so let's make our little tag here. So this I am going to put on manila file folder. I do believe. I'm going to leave just the tiniest bit of border around it. Like that. Ink it, and hopefully that'll fit down in the tea bag. So my top's there, so it needs to go in this way. I can get it down in there. Do I need to cut? I'm wondering if I need to cut this little thing off. Because it's going to hang on it if I leave it like that. Or do I need to glue it? Or do I need to... Okay, I'm going to glue this little flappy part down. And then I'm going to glue this flap over the top. Like so. I'm not sounding very enthusiastic today, guys. I don't know why. I feel like I'm sounding like a recording or something. Okay. So now that will go there. That is, yeah, I guess that's straight. But I feel like I need something. Oh, I was going to put this on there, wasn't I? Is this where I was going to put it, or was I going to put it there? Let's see. My young lady's going to go there, and I'm going to paper clip her on. So if she goes there, oh, up a little, you're not going to see any of that music paper, hardly. But that's what we do, isn't it? Put something on and cover it up. I think she needs to go up. further, and then I think that needs to go like right there. And when you unclip it, that's what you're going to see. So see, that needs to have something else on it. Otherwise, it's going to be too plain. So if I move this up, then you're not going to be able to see the tea bag. I don't want to do that. So maybe what we want to do is put this here. But then you're still going to want some kind of stamp or something here. Okay, so let's do some stamping on the tea bag. Let me take my card out. I don't want it to bleed through. Took my card. Oh, I hope I didn't glue it in there. I didn't think about that seeping through. My card may be permanently in there. No, it's not. It's just hung on the top part. Uh-oh. Come on, don't rip. There we go. Okay. So set that aside for a minute. I might want to round these corners so that doesn't happen. I don't want it to poke through my, you know, poke through my tea bag. So let's do just a little rounded corner. Make it a little smoother. All right, so stamping. Do we want numbers? Or do we want letters? Let's do this one. I like this stamp. It's just all kinds of different script. Let me get my big block. And what? Let's do frayed burlap. Maybe. Let's do a test one first, shall we? That is the perfect color on that book page. All right. And guys, I don't even know where I got this stamp. If I could recall, I would share it with you, but I really don't. Alright, so how do I want to do this? Do I want to do it? I think I'm going to do it this way. Oh yeah, I like that. Now, something right there. If I can get this off. My goodness. Okay. Nope. Not big enough. Okay. I'm gonna do this in potting soil because I think black, I don't want black. I think black will be too stark. Again, we'll try it. Yep. Beautiful. Okay, so now let's put our sassafras tree little journal card down in there. Oh yeah, that works much better since I rounded the corners. And now we can glue this down as a pocket. And I am going to do it on 3 sides. So it'll be here, here, and here. And get everything even. And apparently glue all over my hands in the process. Sorry, let me grab my paper towel so I can wipe that off. I don't want to get glue on my finished piece. Alright, so now she will go on here with a paper clip. About right there, I think. So, sassafras. I think I'm going to put it right there, but I need to ink it up a little bit. Alright, because if you take her off, that's pretty well decorated now. So if I put it right there, yep, that's where I'm putting it. The ink's not going to stay on there. I'm going to have to use something more permanent because it's got that slick, label-y surface to it. Let's see. I can use my potting soil, but it's going to be really dark. I'm going to have to be really careful. Maybe I'll just use my finger. There we go. I just don't want it to look so new. Alright, so now what do we need? Sorry, clinking around my box there. Do we need any more washi? Paper clip her on here in place. Get a rusty paper clip. And actually, she wouldn't go on that level. She would go on this level. If I can get it on there, my goodness. There we go. Her up a little bit. All right, so we have a pocket here. We have our flip there, and then we have a pocket here. Pretty cute. Let's see what it looks like on a journal page. I'm hoping that I didn't make it too big. Maybe a little tall for this. I may need to trim down a little bit. Alright, so let's look for something. like, I've got this would tie into that because of this. And I don't care that that lace hangs down there. So we could do something like that, which looks pretty good. Or we could do something like this. It's going to cover pretty much the whole page. You're not going to see a whole lot on the page you put it on. So that's going to depend on what kind of look. If we wanted this dually dyed coffee paper next to it, or if we wanted it next to a digital, could do that too. And then you would just take the card off. And you could take the paper clip off, of course. And then this flips up. What am I stuck on now? Glue glob. There we go. This flips up, and you can take the journaling card out. And then we can read about the tonic tree or the sassafras tree. Oh, it's going to have to go on the other side because the way I made my pockets. So it's going to have to be in the front somewhere. I need to remember that. Or not necessarily in the front, but it's got to be on the left-hand side. So that may be the best place for it, is next to that. Because my pocket's going to be here and here. It'll have to be on this side. Righto. So it's going to have to be in the front of the signature. Not in the back. Could go there. So there is that, except for making, you know, whatever kind of journal cards or whatever I want to make to go in there, which I can do at some point when I get to that. Right now I'm trying to get all the pockets and flips and stuff like that made, and then I'll worry about what I'm going to put in them. So yeah, that came out pretty good for a no digital project, I think. I may put another piece of washi tape on there just to have another little blue thing, but we'll see. What I may do is I may use it on the tabs for my journal cards that are going to be in there, and that way to tie it in a little bit better. But yeah, pretty happy with that. Hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think, and again, I appreciate you commenting on this little series, and sorry if I sound like monochromatic. I mean, maybe it's just how I'm hearing myself, but it's just kind of sounds ho-hum today. But thanks again for joining me. I do appreciate you guys sticking around with me, and watch me do what I love to do on a daily basis. It's great to have you guys around. I will be back tomorrow for, I saw it on Pinterest, which is my favorite day of the week. I don't know why, but it is. And, I haven't even found a project yet, so that's what I will be doing this evening, I guess, while the television is going in the background, is trying to find something I want to make. There's so many things to choose from that I find myself getting a little overwhelmed a little bit when I look at them, because I want to do them all, and I can't do them all at the same time. So anyway, thanks again, guys, for joining me, and I'll see you guys back tomorrow. Until then, everybody have a great evening. Bye.